Welcome back
All right.
to BeardWags number 7.
BeardWags number 7.
Although technically it's probably 7.5-ish because we've done a little bonus episode.
We have.
But that's separate to this.
Yeah.
It's not part of the ongoing sequence. Not like there's a series arc that you need to pay attention to. You could tune in just to this episode and be like, well, that was shit.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have needed to
Waste the other 6 hours of your life.
Exactly.
If you're into Magic the Gathering, check out the bonus episode. It's on that very specific subject.
Yeah.
If you're not into it,
fuck
fuck
you.
off. Yeah.
Fuck off then.
Welcome to BeardWags episode 7.
It's good to be back. We left it a bit long to record again. I think about
It's been a week.
over a week. A week and a half.
Yeah, a week and a half.
It's not good enough. We need to really pull our fingers out of our own arseholes. Steve keeps talking about having a shower in my house, and I don't know why.
I just said, what would you do if I asked to use your bathroom and then you walked out and I was in the shower?
I think that
I'm
would
just
be...
gauging what the reaction
I really
would be.
love that because it's not quite weird enough to be unacceptable, but it's just weird enough for like my girlfriend and I to talk about once you'd left.
Yeah.
We'd be like, that was weird.
One day I am actually going to do it. Just
because
to see
you
what
let
do.
people use your toilet and
Yeah.
people's butts touch toilets, so
Yeah.
having a shower is not as personal
Well,
as...
my butt doesn't just touch the toilet when I use your bathroom either.
It touches everything in there.
Yeah.
My butt doesn't touch the toilet when I actually crouch to take a poop.
Do you?
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me
No,
know.
I don't. Pooing is very important and you have to be comfortably sitting down.
Oh, God, yeah. I was asking, when I was at my mum's, I said to her husband, is there any way you can wall mount a telly in your bathroom so that when I'm going for a poo, I can watch some TV?
Well,
They thought that was weird, but I think that's acceptable.
Having a shit has been revolutionized by the invention of the smartphone.
Oh, God, yeah.
Like the amount of shit
Well, I'm still an old school shitter, though, because I take comic books with me.
You do. You take I see you walking in, like strutting in with your newspaper under your arm.
Yeah.
I don't actually.
I take a ream of magazines, like comic books.
Do you
and
have
stuff.
toilet books in the bathroom?
No, because it's in the same place as the shower and they get all damp.
If I had a big if I had a house with more than 3 rooms, I'd be 4 rooms that had use the downstairs toilet, please, darling. Like that's what you'd say to guests, and I'd have like a little library of toilet reads.
I'd have like a little magazine rack, like just filled up with stuff.
Filled with porn. And it would be like another one of these situations where if you're a guest and you go into the guest toilet to let's see what to read, and it's just porn.
Just porn.
You couldn't say anything to the owners of the house because
just just to weird out people that were visiting. I just fill it up with pictures of like Alsatians licking women's fannies or something.
And they'd come up to you, excuse me, Steve, I've just used your downstairs bathroom there, and there's some really quite sordid pictures there. Do you know anything about them?
No, it's just the Beano.
Just the Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure it was an Alsatian licking a fanny.
Are you sure that wasn't on your phone?
Well, it wasn't there the last time I went in there, so you must have taken them in.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then just make the guest feel unwelcome.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the ultimate aim.
I always make my guests feel unwelcome.
What were we talking about? Nothing.
Me showering at your flat.
Oh, yeah.
I won't, but I might do one day.
Okay. Well, you'd be welcome to.
Maybe if my shower breaks or I really need to wash myself and my shower just isn't cutting it.
We should swap. We should have a shower in each other's showers and then swap notes.
Yeah, I just warn you, I always poo in the shower.
Always, without fail. It's not voluntary either.
No, it just happens.
The pressure and heat of the water.
It always happens.
Should we... okay, right. Housekeeping. Follow us on Twitter @BeardWags. Search for us and subscribe on YouTube, please, because we want to do more videos and stuff, so subscribe and pay attention.
Yep.
What else is there? Facebook, BeardWags.
Email us, beardwags@gmail.com. And a few people have, and we'll get onto that in a second.
If there is a social media platform that you think we might be on, just search BeardWags and chances are we're there.
We're not on Bebo or MySpace, though.
Well, speak for yourself.
I logged into my MySpace not that long ago.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
Mine was embarrassing.
Mine is as well, because I was a teenager when I had it. Like the blog posts are really weepy, emo-y blog posts, and the top songs, like you used to have a playlist on there. They're all really tragically emo stuff, and it's all like,
Bring Me the Horizon.
Fuck my life, things are so bad, and I was just like crying because maybe my mummy didn't buy me a pony or something.
Or she stole your My Little Pony toys. what we found out last time.
Oh yeah, I talked about that, didn't I?
It made Charlie feel sad for you
Did
because
it?
she heard and she was like, and the bit where you said, "Oh, I sat under the table and cried," and she was like, "Oh, Steve." So that was sad.
I still have flashbacks, like Vietnam War flashbacks.
Well,
to
do you
my
know
mum trying to
what?
make me sell them, and I'm like, oh god.
Gonna have a bit of an Unbreakable moment because your mum actually sold them to me.
Did she?
Like, you know, in Unbreakable when they find out all the past and that.
Yeah.
That's actually what
That's how
happened.
we're linked together.
Yeah. Well, I actually was a girl when I was a kid.
Seriously?
So I didn't change my gender or anything. I just turned into a hairy, bearded fat man.
Did you?
It was very weird.
Oh, nice.
So that's why my mum was like, "Oh, you should play with these My Little Pony toys. Take them from that pussy child
Crying
under the sofa." So I did.
And kicked me also.
Yeah.
She was like, kick him in his balls, take his toys, and then do a fart in his face.
And then kiss his mum on the mouth.
yeah.
And I was like,
And you were like, see you later, sweet cheeks.
yeah. And then I finger bang bang. Okay, answering emails. That's a thing.
Yep.
It's pretty.
Do you want to give your people some shout outs? I thought you wanted to give your friend a shout out, his blog. And
Yes,
we normally do that at the beginning.
Yeah, Luke's film blog. Very good friend of mine, as you've probably guessed, his name is Luke.
What's his name again?
Luke. Second name, film blog. So it's Luke's film blog.
Nice.
I think he's Swedish.
What an interesting name for a guy that wants to do a film
I
blog.
know. Well, actually, ironically, his blog is actually not about film.
Is it not?
No, it's about different types of quiche.
Oh, lovely.
So it's actually called Luke's Film Blog's Quiche Blog.
I'm going to look him up because I want to know what he thinks about higgity pies.
You can get them for free if you have a business of more than 100 people. Is that right?
Yeah, my girlfriend told you about it.
Oh yeah.
And she got some, and now we've got
Charlie registered it for her.
We've got a fucking
company.
freezer full of higgity pies, and they're all blue cheese, and I hate it.
Oh, I love them. We'll have them.
No, because Ali would eat them.
Yeah, but fuck it. Just steal them. She won't know.
Fine.
Yeah, Luke's film blog. Stop being silly now. It is about film. He's a very talented writer, and he's even more knowledgeable about film than he is talented in his skills as a writer.
It's a good blog.
So yeah, well, thank you. He'll appreciate that, I'm sure. I like it as well. He talks about different things in each one. It's not like a running blog about the same types of films. He is a lover of all things film, so he will give every film a chance. Even movie 43, he fucking hates it, rightfully so. But we make jokes about it still because he actually I was with him. He was like, right, we need to sit down and watch this. I think he'd seen it before, but he wanted to watch it with me to judge my reaction to it. Have you seen it?
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
I
man.
say seen it. I mean, I've seen bits of it, and it's just. Let's not even talk about it.
That's it.
I don't want to give it the time of a podcast. This is all the time I'm going to give it. I will never talk about it again because it's so bad.
Yeah. Okay. Done. Draw a line under that.
Done.
But recently, Luke's latest film blog is about Superman 1 to 4 from the 70s and 80s. Because he was like, it started off by saying, right, here's the deal. We all have those films that we haven't watched and we feel guilty about it. For me, it's Fight Club.
Sure.
For him, up until recently, it was James Bond.
Yeah.
Because his wife is mad into James Bond. And now he is because she introduced him to all the films he didn't watch.
Yeah.
And it's the same now with Superman. He was like, okay, I need to... We all know that Superman was made famous by Christopher Reeve in the cinematic sense and John Williams in the musical sense. So he sat down and watched it, and he's in this latest film blog. He's done a review of each of those 4 films.
Nice.
Fair reviews as well, like not what you'd expect.
Yeah.
So it's worth a read. I read it this morning. That's Luke's film blog. If you just Google that, you'll find it. He is on Twitter as Luke's Film Blog, at Luke's Film Blog, and he has a website as well, which is basically where you can read his blog.
Speaking as someone who likes to write a lot, he's very talented. He makes my blogs look like the scribblings of a 5-year-old with a fucking crayon on the wall.
Well, that's funny actually, because he called me up the other day and was like, the only reason I write blogs is to make Steve feel bad about himself.
I knew it.
It's weird because you've never met.
Yeah.
He actually came to visit me last week, And the whole fucking time, it was him and another friend who I'll talk about in a minute. And they were like, "Where's Steve? We want to meet Steve." And it was pre-release weekend, so you're out all the time.
You could have got me round at some point, I'm sure.
Well, in the evenings we were
busy.
out doing.
Next time they're down, we'll do something.
Yeah, no, we will. I said that you were at
I'm
pre-release.
flattered. That's
but
nice.
they were because they all said that you have a really nice radio voice, like you sound good.
Got
on
a face
air.
like a pig, but he's got a lovely radio
Well,
voice.
no, but and they just. Baron, who was the other friend who came down, another very good friend of mine, he was like, "I really like Steve. I think I'd really get on with him because he's like he plays the straight man to your idiot, and I think he just tells you to fuck off whenever you need to be brought down a peg."
It's funny. I've got a friend who draws comic books, and like he was like, whenever I'm feeling really good about myself, I'll just email you a picture so you can knock me down a few pegs by calling me a cunt.
It's important to be brought back down to reality. I mean, praise and all that is very good, but it's like from Whiplash, the most harmful words in the English language are "good job."
Yeah,
Is that right? Is that what you said?
yeah, it's something like that.
Or
isn't
well
it?
done, something.
You can always improve.
Yeah. But
The only time I say good job is after I've had a really good blowjob.
Yeah, good job.
I think that warrants a bit of good job.
Well, you've never said that to me.
You've yet to give me a good one.
Oh.
I don't want your head to get too big.
Yeah.
So
enough.
Luke's film blog, check it out.
Yes, please do it. That's me. Did you have any shout-outs? Shout-outs?
No, I don't think so.
No, I mean...
Check to the guy that I was telling you about comics. Check him out. His name's Patrick Walsh. Red Rhino Studios on Twitter.
Red Rhino Studios.
Good artwork potential. You might be interested in him. Give him some work because.
I mean, I guess there's a lot of people who are interested in writing comics who can't necessarily draw, and that's why you need a strong relationship.
And also
with comic artists.
he'll do like one-off work and stuff, and he does commissions. So if you like want to get your loved one a picture of Superman or something,
Does he?
yeah, he'll do it.
Okay. I actually want to get my I won't for someone close to me who may listen. I'm gonna get something
Yeah,
for them, and I've been looking at.
I
I
can
didn't
put
know
you in
that.
touch.
I'm gonna.
he'll
Yeah,
do commissions.
put
Yeah.
me in touch.
He did someone's like whole wedding proposal as a comic book and stuff like that. It was really cool.
That is very cool.
But yeah, if, Red Rhino Studios on Twitter. So I'll give him a shout out because his work is awesome and he's a good friend of mine and I think he's a brilliant artist. And if he's listening and has heard this, I hope you owe me a blue job for giving you a shout out.
You do.
Yeah,
You don't know. All you owe to me is your friendship,
yeah.
because I'm not a pervert
No,
like Steve.
you are.
Well, yeah.
Do you want me to read some emails?
That would be bloody excellent.
All right. So first one here, Mr. Ethan Haywood. He says, "Hey Alex and Steve, this is Ethan. I'm really enjoying your podcast. I also really enjoyed hearing you tell stories. Those are super fun. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Also, you guys talked about starting up streams, and he was saying he would watch, and we are going to. We're probably going to start with YouTube videos first. If you listen to the Magic episode, we're talking about maybe doing some like on-camera games and some deck techs and stuff. That'll probably be more my thing, but
Deck
we are going to
techs,
do
not
it.
to be confused with tech decks, which
No.
were cool.
They were amazing. We so yeah, we're looking into it, mate. I mean, it's at the moment we're focused on this, but there
We're
are
focused
other
on
things
this,
we
but
want
there
to
are other outlets we want to explore,
definitely
like softcore porn. Oh, I fucked up that.
Yeah, you did.
Fuck
That
that
joke
up.
was ruined.
But
His last
listen,
bit.
though, that's just reminded me. That I've got a colleague at work listens, and for some reason we were talking about porn. I don't know why. And he was like, "Hey, you guys should do a porn and call it BeardWags." So I was like, "Thanks, that's
Thanks cheers for the advice. If you're listening, thank you very much.
But that is, I mean, like, jokes aside, he was talking about the podcast the other day and said that he likes to listen to it when he's walking his dog.
Oh, cool.
So he may not remember because he was drunk when he told me, but Stuart, that's
likes
for
to
you.
hear our voices when he's picking up dog shit.
Yeah.
Lastly, Mr. Hayward says, good luck with your podcast. I'll keep listening and try to get my friends into it as well. So thank you very much, Ethan. That was the first one.
I remember Ethan. I think we mentioned him briefly last time.
I think we might have done, but
in relation to Ethan from Lost.
Yeah, we did. But hey, now I'll tell you what. I'll read the ones that don't have questions in them first, and then we'll do some questions.
Groovy.
So this one's from Stan Wildish.
Stan Wildish.
He says, you guys should read The Gigantic Beard That Was Evil if you haven't already. It's about a beard. It's a comic or graphic novel if you prefer. Just to clarify, I do prefer. If it was published as a serialized comic book first, it's a comic book.
Okay.
At the point it's published altogether, it's a graphic novel. In my mind, anyway. But
so that I know they can't see where I'm pointing, but on my bookshelf I've got that
Graphic
hardback.
novels.
Your hardback of Scott Pilgrim. That's a graphic
yeah.
novel because it's all in one.
I mean, it is a comic strip as well, but that's kind of, I guess that's the terminology. In the same way that anime and manga are two different things. It is it's gorgeously drawn, and it has the most amazing and beautiful story. It's only short and is possibly the best comic I've ever read. P.S. I won't read that. He gives out his details, and I'll give him a follow. But I have read it. Alex hasn't.
I didn't see the P.S. Let me just read it.
It's his YouTube details. That's all. We're not going to say it out loud, though.
Oh, right. Oh, cool. For context purposes.
Yeah. And
thanks, man.
Yeah, I have read it, and I agree with you. It is stunning. I love sort of independent comic books like that are so weird and out there, but it is a beautiful piece of art.
I had a look at it on Amazon. You can see some of the pages.
Yeah.
And I'll admit, quite embarrassing, but it was at a time, we've all had it before payday when there's nothing left.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that, I'd have bought it then. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to buy it because I think he is right and you are right. It does look stunning.
So thank you very much, Mr. Wildish. We really appreciate it. Any more emails?
He's not completely wild. He's just wildish.
Yep.
You can use that on your business card.
Yeah. Quote, but we want money for that.
Royalties to BeardWags.
And an email from Fohammer, which I love.
Is that your real name? No, that can't be your real name.
Well, he signs it off with CJ,
What's
so
your
I'm
name?
guessing not.
Fohammer.
Yeah. Well, could we please see Mr. Hammer? Full name? Fohammer. He sounds like a villain, doesn't he? Like, oh, Thor, I see you've got your hammer.
Well, you need...
I've got my
faux hammer.
He says, hello, fellows. I was randomly browsing Reddit and came across your post for the podcast. I thought I'd give it a go since I was looking for something to listen to anyway. Turns out it's all right. Thank you.
Thanks.
I enjoy your British humour, being an Aussie myself, and you guys seem to talk about stuff I enjoy, such as Lord of the Rings. I love Lord of the Rings. Anyway, I have a question which you may have already touched upon. Kind of, but we'll give it a bit more of a definitive answer. What's your favourite game, video game, PC game, and why?
Oh, I don't have a favourite why.
Do you not?
Dad joke of the century.
Yeah. Favourite game. So start with like board games.
Board game.
That's how I read it anyway.
Okay. Right. Does it have to be board game or tabletop?
Just tabletop.
No, I'll tell you what. My favourite board game is, board game loosely used is Articulate.
Yep.
I love words, and I like watching people struggle to explain things without using certain words, and that's basically what Articulate is. A great party game. Tabletop game, I've played Zombicide with you, which is awesome. King of Tokyo, which is good, is great fun. Settlers of Catan,
great fun.
I would say overall, it will have to be Zombicide, because I know I haven't played it much, but it's one that you can get really into.
Sure.
And I'm really enjoying at the moment.
For me, it's Magic the Gathering, which is a game, and Zombicide, definitely. Zombicide is just... It's hard, but it's also casual. It's a lot of fun. You can take it out of the box. You can set up campaigns. You can make your own. You can have a laugh with friends. So, yeah, that would be Magic the Gathering and Zombicide. What about video game?
Well, franchise-wise, Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Individual game. Ocarina is the classic. I did really enjoy Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
Because of the story value it had. Individual game. Oh, it's really tough to pinpoint one. Does it have to be of all time? Do you want an of all time one? Do you want an all tomato, as Troy calls it in Community?
If you want.
For enjoyment purposes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is tough. For enjoyment purposes, Uncharted 2.
Sure.
On the PS3.
Yep.
I thought it was captivating, not just the story, but the gameplay, and nothing about it ever made me want to go, I'm not getting my money's worth, or I'm not enjoying this. So yeah, Uncharted 2.
For me, franchise, seeing as you did it, Final Fantasy beats Zelda for me
Oh yeah.
because I got more out of the Final Fantasy games than I did out of Zelda, although Zelda is a close second. Individual game from that franchise, Final Fantasy 9 every time.
Yeah.
Stunning game, still my favourite. I've got loads of figures and T-shirts based around Final Fantasy 9.
Well, when we get into doing some streaming, you'll have to introduce me to the world of Final Fantasy, because that's another one of my guilty admissions. I've never played
Well, yeah, definitely. And
Final Fantasy.
all-time favourite game, Shenmue, without a doubt.
Look at these cats. I'm going to take a picture for the channel, for the thing, Twitter. Oh no, too late. They're biting each other's necks. Fuck it.
Shenmue for the Dreamcast.
What's that about?
Basically, it starts off, it's about a guy and his dad gets killed by a guy called Landy. It's all martial arts and stuff.
Ooh.
And he goes on a quest to hunt down this Landy and find out why his father was killed.
Okay.
It's really dramatic. It's a really good fun game. It's like open world. Like, you have to get a job to pay so that you can get like plane tickets and stuff.
Oh wow.
The fight style is it's made by the same guy, Yu Suzuki, who made Virtua Fighter. So rather than unlike Zelda and stuff or Final Fantasy when you fight, it's like martial art fighting. So you have to do combos and stuff.
Oh wow.
Shenmue 1 and 2 as a package are just.
Are they only on the Dreamcast?
Shenmue 2 is on the original Xbox as well. It got re-released, so you can get it on there.
Because I speaking to a friend of mine about this, and the Dreamcast was not only an excellent console, but very underrated at the time.
I loved it.
I've ridiculously underrated.
Can't find mine, but I've still got one. And Shenmue 1 and 2 are just absolutely
like if it was re-released now, a new Dreamcast. If Sega had the money to, it was Sega, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If they had the money to do that, it would fly off the shelves.
I think they've made more money though in software development instead of hardware. But yeah, Shenmue 2 unfortunately ended on a cliffhanger, and there hasn't been a sequel.
Why not?
I don't think it sold very well. Shenmue 1 at the time was the most expensive game ever made.
Your favourite game?
Ever. And then he asks, the last part is PC game.
Okay.
Which I suppose could be viewed as a separate genre. What's your favourite PC game?
I probably have to say Minesweeper. No, just kidding. I was really into World of Warcraft when it first came out.
Yeah.
I got disenchanted with it later on. I've played every expansion I'm a sucker. I've bought and played every expansion because I was curious to see what it was like.
Yeah.
But I think the first couple of expansions to World of Warcraft I was really into. I got hair in my mouth, sorry. I was really into, and I would honestly, traditionally, like you'd do with MMOs, stay up all night and play them, and then just...
Oh, God, yeah, I did
you
that
wouldn't get tired. I don't know if it's just because we're sort of in our mid-20s now.
You're in your mid-20s.
I'm
in my late.
You're pushing 40,
I'm
mate.
officially late 20s now.
What's that, sonny boy? But I think I just can't stay up and play games as long as I used to.
No, Final Fantasy 11 years ago was get in from work at 11 at night, play it till 6 in the morning and get a shower and go back to work.
See, I'd love to be able to do that still. I remember mates used to come round and would take in turns on the same character leveling up on Warcraft and watch each other do different quests and dungeons and stuff.
Yeah, we did it on 11.
That's what I miss about gaming, that enchantment.
That Final Fantasy 11 has a lot of nostalgia feeling for me. So favourite PC game would be either 11, which is an MMO, FF14 MMO, very good. Civilization 5, I'm getting a lot of time out of. It's really good fun.
Yeah.
But
see, I've got that on Steam.
We'll have to play.
Yeah, because on my thingy, but I've never played it before.
We'll jump in with a game with me and Tom because we're playing it quite a bit.
Is it I don't know how to play?
I'll show you.
Okay.
It's really easy. I think that's it. So thank you very much, Fohammer. Or he's signed off CJ. So Fohammer, if that is your real name, probably not.
You bloody villain.
Yeah. And we've got one more email from Chiro.
Chiro. I know this dude. He's cool. Well, not personally, but you have interacted with us, and I think it's cool. Thanks.
Yeah. He says that he'd like us to do talking about D&D and stuff and all those sorts of things. So we will do in the future. And again, thanking us for the podcast.
You're welcome, man. Thanks for listening.
Questions for both of you.
Can I just say?
No.
Okay. So when I come to D&D nights at the store,
Yeah.
hopefully if I'm welcome,
You will be.
yay, I'll need to roll a character.
Yeah.
So why don't we do that during a podcast, or does everyone need to be around for that?
No, we can make it during a podcast.
Because do you come with your character, or does the DM have to?
The DM can help you make one.
I mean, I've made one before with people, so like if you could, like we could make one together here for me, and
yeah, we can do that.
like each time we play, you've got your character who's notorious for killing children, and I don't know what my character will be famous for, but I want to make one so I can have him as a ongoing.
Maybe we should make new ones like BeardWags characters.
Yes, and we could be brothers.
Yeah,
or like father and son, like in Community when
there was
the dean has to rub his sword.
Someone came to D&D and they were like, "I've written a song about my character. Do you want to hear it?" And I was when they left, I was like, next week they're bringing a fucking like harpsichord and they're gonna be like, ding ding ding.
Oh, no,
ding.
what? They seriously wrote a song?
Yeah,
that's quite cool to be honest. It's
that's
brave.
That's not.
and we're fucking the height of coolness.
Yeah, I'm totally cool.
Yeah.
So Chiro asks some questions.
Hit me up.
What is your preferred way to play games?
With my hands on the keyboard.
Yep, very sarcastic.
Thanks.
PC, Xbox. They've given some examples. What's your favourite? On the keyboard. PC.
No. I have a Mac. I don't really use my computer for gaming. My favourite. I don't want to say console in general because that's vague, but at the moment PS4. I'm enjoying the games I've been playing on PS4.
Yeah.
I think as far as experiences go, it's got to be 3DS XL.
Okay. I can't pick one.
You have to.
I can't. I play on everything. I play on my PC. I play with controllers. I play on my phone. I play.
Yeah.
Favorite.
Okay. What about this? What about after we finish recording? What would you, or right now in this frame of mind you're in now, what would you like to play?
I would probably be playing
platform?
Civ 5 with a keyboard and mouse.
There you go. So.
Yeah. What did you want to be when you were little?
Oh, okay. You go first.
I honestly, for years, wanted to be an FBI agent.
Really?
I loved the X-Files.
The X-Files, yeah.
And then as I got older, I realised that perhaps that was a bit of a pipe dream and I wanted to be a writer.
Okay, cool. And you are, so like, you
Yeah.
kind of win. You're not searching for aliens, but you are writing.
I'd say it's I would say I'm doing a lot of the things I like doing.
Good.
What did you want to be?
A marine biologist. Don't fucking laugh at me. That was cool. I did, because I really loved whales and dolphins. Why? I didn't pass biology. Well, I did. I got like a C. And I didn't carry it on past GCSE. But I really just love the ocean. I still do. I never got seasick. I used to. We used to go on holidays where we'd go on like boats and stuff. So I was always at home on the open water. Oh, that makes me sound like a loser.
You are, yeah. Oh, I want to go bum some dolphins.
Dolphins don't have bums, firstly. Well, they probably do, but you can't. Stephen.
Well, you could fuck its blowhole.
They fuck each other's blowholes.
Yeah.
I heard about this. And I think they're the only. Oh, maybe not actually.
They're not the only They're not the only animal that has sex for pleasure.
No,
they're one of them.
Most of them do.
Lots of them do. Yeah. Just like homosexuality can be observed in.
Well,
most
I have
species
sex
of
with
animals.
most animals for pleasure. I just said animals.
I think you've had too many beers.
I've had 1.5 beers and I'm going to bed.
That's cool though. That is cool. I know I laughed, but that is cool. It was just a weird. I was expecting you to be like, I wanted to be a dinosaur or something.
I wanted to be a fucking spaceman.
No, that's a cool answer.
Well, that was until the same as you. Like when I got a bit older, I started writing poetry to quell my teenage angst and stuff like that.
I did a lot of that. I've still got a load of them as well. They're so
awful.
bad.
Oh, I had to rip them out the book.
Do you know like the really long Odyssey type ones like Homer and stuff like Iliad?
Wow,
and stuff
did you
like
write really long ones?
I tried to write like epic fantasy poems that were like half a notebook long. They were so bad.
I used to write them about trees blowing in winds and being synonymous with my heartstrings blowing. Oh, fucking, I don't know.
God, when
If I can find them and
Yeah.
I'm brave enough, I can read one of my
I
teenage
might
poems.
read one. If
Okay.
you do, I will.
Yeah, it's got to be.
I used to have. I've still got deviant art, but none of my teenage poems are on there. But like, the funny thing is, lots of other teenagers were like, "This is so cool, Steve." Like, they're really. That's really deep, and it was things like, "Oh, the darkness in my soul."
That was like just the title of your collection.
Yeah.
What's the word? Collection. The Darkness in My Soul by Steve White.
Yeah.
And it had you on the cover. In the background was just space.
Yeah.
With you sitting there. Did you ever watch Garth Marenghi's Dark Place?
Yes.
I
Like
love
the
that.
opening to that.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, and so from the poetry, and then I started getting interested in writing, and that's when I went on to do English and then script writing, and then wind up where I am today.
You followed the natural path. I decided to be a writer and was like, no, I'm not going to go to uni. Fuck it.
Well,
No, I got guilted out of going to uni.
So yeah, no, that and I. Do you know what? I don't need my English degree. Like, it's not. I only got a 2.2. I didn't do very well. I think I could have got to a similar place without having a degree, but I really enjoyed the experience of being at uni.
Yeah.
And then I didn't go back to do the script writing postgraduate course until like I'd had a year out of uni, and I was like, I'm not finished yet. I want to do something more specific to what I want to pursue. So that's what I did.
Yeah, I was going for creative writing.
I think
That's what I was gonna do.
you, because you were like were you looking at doing a course?
Well, I've done a couple of college courses for fun in my spare time.
Yeah.
But no, I'll be going back to uni to do nursing or something that I can turn into I will still continue to write, and I would love to make a career out of it. And I think everyone has like a book in them, and I'm sure I've got a couple.
Yeah.
All
right.
I need to go take them out in the bathroom.
Oh.
No, I'm going to go do nursing or something because I would like to try and do a job that makes a difference.
Do you want to know what? Well, I think you'd be good at that. I think because what you do is when you're in work mode, you give it your all.
Yeah.
I can't stand it when people go to work and they're like, "Oh, clock's going down, just wait," and then it's sort of half-ass every job.
No, when I'm at work, I work very hard.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, I've not had a lot of time at work recently because I've been I've had a few problems with my sleep and headaches and
Medical
stuff.
problems aside.
But yeah, no, you're right, and I think that would be cool. But
do you want to know what Charlie wanted to be? My girlfriend wanted to be.
I really want to know.
Apparently, we were talking. This was in the early stages of a relationship where you just stay up all night. Like, tell me all about you, man. I want to know things and all that shit.
I recall, yeah.
Like we had when we were still in the honeymoon period. But she was like, yeah, when I was a little kid, I wanted to. My mum asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up because I had to do an assignment for school, and I went in and said, I want to be a man who digs holes in the road. I don't know why. I think she saw like some people doing roadworks and was like, "Oh, that's cool. They wear cool hats and stuff."
And now she works on.
Now she
public
works
services.
in HR. Yeah. So
that's cool.
She's a fantastic actor. Is my Charlie, and she did drama at uni, and unfortunately she's not pursuing that, but she wants to be in the arts as an industry. So that's what
she can be in the film we write.
Yeah,
which will happen.
Which
eventually.
will be called Mallrats 2. Oh no, wait, that's Kevin Smith.
A couple more questions. Would you rather win the lottery or work at the perfect job?
Now you have a clever way around this, but for me it's just perfect job because I think, although I would love to win the lottery, I would get bored easily.
I would, if I won the lottery, I'd open up my own gaming store.
Yeah.
And that would be my perfect job.
Well, that's how I imagine. Right, so this is how I imagine you and Ali 5 years down the line. You have a gaming store. One side of it is the gaming store. The other side of it is Ali's bespoke jewellery that she makes.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That's the dream.
That's what I'd do. I mean, even if you just rent a building that has two separate shops and she runs a jewellery shop, I'd run like a cafe/gaming store so people could drink coffee and play games.
Oh, yeah.
And there would be some sofas in there for people to hang out and read comic books and stuff.
That's a sick idea. Do it now.
Have you got the backing money?
I can give you support morally, but financially we might struggle.
That's what I do, because my perfect job is something around that. Although I have a lot of ideas of what a perfect job is, but that would... It's not a way of getting around it. It's just if I won the lottery, I could do what I wanted to do.
So this is my theory.
Yeah.
you find something that you want to do for a living, that you are passionate about and love. It sounds like a cliche, but you will never have to work a day in your life again. It's kind of how I feel at the moment, although I have days at work where I am like, just effort.
Yeah.
But because I know I'm climbing the right ladder,
Yeah.
that I have to think to myself every morning, right, I'm happy and I know this is where I want to be.
Yeah.
And that helps me through more stressful times at work.
Of course.
So yeah, I didn't make it to be a marine biologist though. Fucking whales. They'll have
Fuck them, nuke them.
Bring back whale hunting. Why did we stop that? The planet's dying and we need oil, motherfuckers.
How many pillows do you sleep with?
I 2.
Yeah.
Go on, do
and
your bit.
how many styles? How many styles do you do them in?
Doggy style, missionary, pillow doggy style, pillow missionary.
You knew that was coming.
Reverse pillow
I made that
cowgirl.
joke already.
Yeah, you did. You said it the other night. You were like, "I'm going to say it on the podcast."
Say it like that.
Yeah,
like a proper boffin.
boffin.
I sleep with 2.
Yeah,
because I'm a threesome kind of a guy.
Boo, 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 boo. Pew, pew.
Are you an introvert or an extrovert?
I think I'm an extrovert because I have no problem with like public speaking or talking to people. I was at a lunch meeting the other day. I managed to call everyone in the room old by accident, but they all laughed at me. But I was like, I rolled with it and it was fine. I like going and meeting people and talking to people, but I also really enjoy not doing that.
I would say I'm a bit of both. I'm very critical of myself. I spend a lot of time in my head.
Yeah.
And it keeps me awake sometimes, just worrying about stuff that I've done in the day.
Dude, I hate that.
But I am very outgoing. I'm very willing to take a risk and go meet new people. And like yourself, I haven't done it for a while, but all through high school and college, I did a lot of public speaking, and I really enjoyed it. So I would say I'm a bit of both.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, what is one thing that you would never do again? Bum a kid.
No, because although it was really bad morally,
it felt too good to not do it again.
I'll tell you what I'll never do again. Firstly, I've got this scar on my arm.
Yeah.
That's from I was 15.
Yeah.
And my friend was... No, we were both 16 actually, because he had a moped and that's the driving age. We were in this like quarry by my house. We were messing around. Because in Jersey it was very much like you... Do you remember the days when you'd like the weekend and you'd be like, right, I'm going out and I will be back whenever and like explore the... You don't get it from
growing up in Wales, it was amazing.
Yeah, in Wales
kind of
for you it's the same. So we used to do that. Took his moped up to this quarry and I was having a go. I was like, oh, can I have a go? I didn't have a license or anything, but I just wanted to have a whiz around.
Yeah.
Did that. Kind of came round a corner too fast and it was on some gravel and I went and skidded round. Came off his bike and ripped my arm open. You could see the bone.
Yeah. Jeez.
I just brushed myself off. I looked and I was like, look, seems all right. And then I looked at this arm.
Yeah,
you
would have
like,
been in shock
dear.
as well. Yeah,
it didn't hurt until I was like at A&E waiting to be seen to. But that was a big regret. And in the same place, that was like... Basically, Jersey has a lot of bunkers, of military bunkers, because it was invaded by the Germans in World War II. We were the only British territory to be occupied by the Germans. And they built, I think, they did. They built bunkers all around the island so to protect it and that. That's why Churchill decided not to come and try and take it back, because he thought there was too much potential for civilian casualty. So he was like, we're going to win the war and then win the freedom of our islands. So basically there's bunkers all around and they're still there and people hang out. And we used to go there and find like old scrumpled up porn mags and stuff and be like, yeah, boy.
Yeah.
But this
and lick them.
And lick them, yeah. They tasted weird and salty.
Sustenance.
So we were around this same place and that was where I did my arm, but this was about 4 years before.
Is this the story where you were ribbing an old man in a bunker and he knocked you out?
Yeah.
And bum raped you?
And then I went home and told my dad and he was like, there's no one in that bunker. It's been locked for 50 years. And then I'd figured out that I'd given a ghost a rim job.
Nice.
You made me forget my story. I can't believe I've just said ghost and rim job in the same sentence. Oh yeah, I know. So I was about 14 and with some friends from primary school who sort of carried over. We were throwing rocks.
Yeah.
As you do. Kids throw rocks. I loved throwing rocks.
Yeah.
And we were just throwing them down this grassy bank. We couldn't see on the other side, and we were throwing them just messing around. There was no one there, or so we thought. I threw one, it went conk like that. That was a weird sound effect, but that's the sound it made. I was like, shit, what's that? And we heard this, oi! And this bloke came out, and the other two ran, but me, I was like, well, in my head, I was like, I'm going to have to go and own up to this. And it was basically, luckily it didn't hit anyone, but he was a fisherman and his car was parked down there. And this big rock landed and dented right in his bonnet of his car.
Oh.
Can you imagine if that had hit him in the head?
Well, he might have been dead.
Would have killed him. So he was like really angry, and I was young, so I was like crying and stuff when he was shouting at me. And I was like, I'm really sorry. Didn't mean to. And I realised...
And he reached down, unzipped his fly and went, you can make it all up to
and
me
then
more.
Yeah, that's what... And then porn groove music started.
Have a look at my fish stick.
Grasped my rod. And he was actually... I think he felt bad for making me cry, so he like took me home and was like, well, it's okay, but don't throw rocks.
Yeah.
But that to me all resonates as something that really made me feel shitty.
Did you learn a lesson that day?
I did.
Don't throw rocks.
Don't suck off
all
a fisherman.
It takes is like fucking someone's property.
Yeah.
Potentially nearly killing them, you know?
Yeah. And then the lesson was learned. What's yours?
I honestly don't know. Like, I've done a lot of stupid shit when I was a kid. I honestly don't. One thing that you would never do again.
No.
I tell you what,
You've left your Coke in the freezer.
I didn't put it in the freezer.
Oh, phew.
I
Okay.
put it in the fridge. I would probably not go back out with someone that's cheated on you. That's one.
Oh, yeah. That's not a good thing to do.
I would never forgive someone that's cheated on me again.
I've never... Have I ever cheated on anyone? Don't think so.
I've not. I one day I'll
Not
tell
on purpose.
tell the story on air of my ex, because I actually genuinely think it's a fairly interesting story.
I think you've been through, like, objectively, it's a pretty fucked up story.
Yeah, but I'll talk about it. Last question.
Oh, there's... Okay.
Favourite TV shows, if any?
If
Just
any.
give us a quick...
Don't like TV.
Give us a quick rundown of a couple that you like.
Top of the list, Community.
Yep.
Second top of the list, Arrow.
Yep.
Scrubs has always got to be an all-time favourite.
Yep. 2 more? Let's do 5.
Okay, 5. Arrested Development.
Yep.
One more. One that's up there at the moment is a new one, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Yeah, we talked
purely
about it
because of
last
its
episode.
novelty value.
Yeah.
Novelty is in newness, not like jokey.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Cool. That's me. That's my 5.
I'll go X-Files.
Yeah.
Fringe. Scrubs.
Yeah.
Scrubs. Luther. Love
Oh,
it.
fuck. Yeah, I forgot about Luther. I didn't put any British ones in there. That's bad of me.
And lastly, I'm going to say Peep Show as well.
Oh, yeah. See, there's too many.
I could sit here and lift.
Well, let's share, though. Let's
Yeah.
share. So there are... Well, I've
Yeah.
never watched Fringe, actually.
You've never watched
Fringe.
Fringe?
Yeah.
We'll watch it sometime. I've got it on Blu-ray. It's good
Oh,
fun.
cool. Yeah. I'd love
so,
to.
thank you very much, Chiro, for some questions.
Thanks, dude. What's your real name? It's like... I don't know what you sound
Lewis.
Lewis.
Yeah.
Is it Lewis or Louis? Let us know.
Yeah, please. Email
Don't
us
get it
again.
wrong.
What do you want to talk about now?
Well, I want to get us a top up for drinks because we're running low,
Yeah.
and you need another one, and so do I.
Why don't we? Do you want to just take a quick break?
Yeah, and when we come back, it will be like we've never gone.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. And we're back,
All right.
as if we were never gone. Oh, I shouldn't have said "and we're back"
No,
because people would now know that we left.
we've just had a quick drink break and a wags break.
Drink and we break.
What do you want to talk about?
That sounded like I said drinking we break.
Drinking, we
That's
break.
That's not what happened.
Should we do a quick review of the new crates?
Yes.
Very quick.
Can I? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I wanted to tell you about a film I watched.
Go on.
Just briefly. Have you seen Frank?
Yeah, masterpiece.
Fucking awesome, isn't it?
Yeah. I told you ages ago to watch it, you donut.
Did you?
Donut. That was
You
really
fucking
polite.
donut.
You fucking mongoloid donut.
I thought you were going to say something really offensive,
Yeah.
but you just called me a delicious treat.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's stunning.
Firstly, Michael Fassbender's acting with that, like, if you can act without your facial expressions,
Yeah.
you're a bloody genius.
Him and Domhnall Gleeson's just
Yeah.
great as well. It's really funny, but then it's really dark. Like the ending is so dark.
Yeah.
Like I was watching it going.
It's not like ominous or anything. It's just quite happy. It's bittersweet.
Yeah, it's bittersweet, and yeah, I mean, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's on Netflix,
It is, yeah.
and it's stunning. It blew me away.
You know, we talk about we've talked about the films. Like, if you enjoy a film, that's when you'd spend the money on a Blu-ray
Yeah,
to have for your collection. I want to buy Frank on Blu-ray to add to my collection.
yeah, I'll pick it up next time. Like it's on 5 for 30.
Yeah,
HMV
yeah,
or something, because
yeah.
it is a stunning film. It's just there's films that make me appreciate the art of cinema, and it's films like Frank and Drive that really do it for me. Like,
Yeah,
the ability to act whilst wearing a mask is and convey emotion without actually using your facial expressions is just a really good one.
yeah.
And Michael Fassbender is just a genius.
He's brilliant.
Also, he's Magneto, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
So-
fucking hell. He's Magneto. If you don't like him, he'll throw metal at you.
Yeah.
I just wanted to mention it.
Such a
Watch
good
Frank.
Let's have a look. So, Loot Crate. The month's theme was like... Go on.
Now, I cancelled my subscription after last month.
Yeah.
Before you get into it,
Yeah.
was that the right decision?
Yes, but only because I don't like this month's. But
Okay.
look, I understand the idea that they've got to cater to everyone.
Yeah.
So not every box is going to be for everyone. There has been at least one item in the last couple of crates that has made me want to keep it.
Yeah.
It's been worth it for me. This one is one that would put me off. The theme is like spy. I think the official theme is like something else. I can't fucking remember. But so there's like
covert.
covert. So there's like a little spy book, field notes type thing.
Lame.
There's 2 of them. That's not bad. I like
Wait,
it.
you could what? Little
It's a-
notebooks.
It's memo books, yeah.
You
Like-
can write you can keep them as a dream journal by your bed.
You can do. I've already got one.
Oh.
There's an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. lanyard, which why am I going to walk around
Fucking-
wearing a
yeah.
lanyard unless I'm at a convention?
Or
um,
if you want to go up to someone and say, "Hey, do you think I'm a loser?" They go, "Not particularly." You'd go, "How about now?"
Yeah.
And show them your Agents of
Yeah,
S.H.I.E.L.D.
and then
lanyard.
they'll slap you and run away. A code for a first issue of Ninjak, a comic book which I've not read, but
That's a good little freebie.
I'll read it. I like comic books. I'll check
Do
it out.
you?
I'll give it a little review next month.
Okay.
Next time.
Fucking hell.
There's a little spy
Next
watch,
year.
which I really want to watch, but not this one. But I mean, it's nifty. I think that's quite cool. It's
It's
a
all
little
right.
gadgety
Like
thing.
maybe I'll tell you what. Your
Yeah.
little brother would like it.
I reckon he would. Yeah.
Yeah.
Press face, and you press the button, and it displays the time. That's all right. That's nifty. What else is there? There's spy Mad Libs, which Mad Libs are always fun.
Let's play one now.
Do you want to play one now?
Okay. Do you just have to fill in the words?
Yeah. So
So what? You read them out, and I'll fill.
in this, so basically, the reader asks each writer in turn to call out a word or a noun or whatever the space calls for, and uses them to fill in the blank. When the reader then reads the completed Mad Libs game to the other players, they will discover that they have written a story.
Okay. So you just say how many words you need, and I'll say them, and you fill them in.
Okay, I need a verb ending in ing.
Grinding.
Grinding. Okay, let me just fill it in. Grinding. I need an adjective.
Squishy.
Squishy. This is where I'd fall down because I always forget them. Another adjective.
Bulbous.
I like that. Bulbous. Plural noun.
Okay. Swans.
Swans. Give me a adjective.
Bushy.
Bushy. You're not being rude enough here.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Okay.
You're allowed to be rude. Person in room.
Cunt.
Nice. I like that.
You're the only one here.
Plural noun.
BeardWags.
Beard. Does that count? I guess so.
Yeah.
BeardWags. A place.
San Francisco.
San Fran. Adjective.
Wide.
Have you got a wide on? Celebrity.
Danny DeVito.
God.
Again.
Danny DeVito. A noun.
Steve.
Plural noun.
Drums.
This better be good. Adjective.
Foamy.
Like my old mum on a Friday night.
Oh, I know.
Plural
I
noun.
know. Plural noun. Boxes.
I like that. Boxes. Plural noun.
Cats.
Noun. How many fucking nouns today, Mum?
I know. Tell me about it. Fucking, I think I'm made of nouns. Penis.
Nice. And lastly, another fucking plural noun.
Oh, really? Titties.
I'm laughing at such like childish.
You're like writing titties down in your book.
Okay.
Read it out.
Espionage is the formal word for grinding. In the shadowy world of spies, a squishy organisation like the US government uses spies to infiltrate bulbous groups for the purpose of obtaining top secret swans.
Oh.
For example, spies might have to crack the code for accessing confidential bushy files.
Hey.
Or their mission could be far more dangerous, like stealing the key ingredients for making cunts. Award-winning explosive fudgy BeardWags spies are found all over the San Francisco area, but they are not... Oh, you said fudgy, didn't you?
I don't
No,
think so.
no, fudgy's theirs.
Oh, right.
Spies are found all over the San Francisco area, but they are not allowed to reveal their wide identities.
Oh.
A teacher, Danny DeVito, or even the little old Steve with the cane and 15 pet drums who lives next door to you could be a spy.
Yes.
The world of spying might seem glamorous and foamy, but it's filled with risks and boxes. That's like Metal Gear Solid. Lots of boxes for spying. Sure, spies have a never-ending supply of super cool electronic cats, but they can't trust any penis. Which is why the number one rules of spies is to keep friends close and titties closer.
Yeah, boy!
That was fun. That was actually fun. Maybe we'll do like one every episode.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe
They shouldn't all be about spies, though.
But this is a spy one. Shall we download some other ones
Yeah.
sometime? Okay, what else do you get in here? This little survival bracelet that you can braid and unbraid.
That's quite cool.
That's all right. That one's okay. And then a variant cover comic book of Orphan Black issue 1 by IDW.
Don't forget to talk into the mic.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Look, I've got lots of noise.
Fuck your noise.
So all in all,
Underwhelming. But we've just proved ourselves wrong by having fun with some Mad Libs.
Mad Libs was fun, but we probably could have picked that up for like £3 in Waterstones.
Yeah.
So,
or a used one for 20p in a charity shop.
Also, the T-shirt is not that great. It's like a picture of James Bond, and it's him being sad, saying, "This is stirred." And
we shouldn't be so fussy with his drinks.
Yeah, cunt.
James Bland. That's what I'm going to call him.
So, quick one on that. That was fun, that, though. I like Mad Libs.
Okay, so that's Loot Crate for March.
Yeah. Do we normally give them a grade? I'd give this one a C-.
So you barely passed.
Actually, no, not even a pass. A fail.
Oh,
it's a
wow.
fail.
Okay.
I don't think it passes.
Okay.
Z-Box.
Yeah.
Z-Box. Oh, yeah. Loot Crate next month's theme, fantasy, looks fun.
See, that I want to get that one.
Yeah. So the theme for Z-Box this month was retro.
I should have bought this one. I forgot.
The T-shirt's pretty cool. Did I show you this box already?
No, you didn't. I was going to buy it and I fucking forgot to do it.
The T-shirt is like Joystick Junkies Repair Shop T-shirt.
Oh,
which
that's
is pretty
nice.
cool. I'd wear that. That's nice.
Yeah.
It's fucking ginormous, though. I know I'm fat, but Jesus.
What size did you go for?
Like XL or something?
Yeah.
A flump. Some Sonic the Hedgehog socks, which are awesome.
Fuck.
How cool is that?
See, if I'd have got that, I'd have sent them as a present to my friend.
This is cool. A little Ghost Pixel bricks, like it's Pac-Man, like not Lego, but like
Ghost.
a rip-off, but you can make the Ghost in Lego.
Fucking hell, that's cool.
And this a Sega Mega Drive notebook.
Oh man.
The only thing that I'm gutted about is that they had 4 different versions of it, and one of them was a Dreamcast notebook.
Oh, that would have been cool.
If anyone listening has the Dreamcast and wants to swap it for the Mega Drive, I'm up for that.
Yeah.
A Lemmings doorstop. I love Lemmings.
I've never played Lemmings. I
Oh,
obviously know
man.
all about it, but
And then lastly, you get a full Steam game, Tango Fiesta.
is that a good game?
I don't know. It's a top-down game and it's multiplayer, so maybe I'll put it on my PC and we can give it a bash.
Yeah.
But all in all, the Z-Box won this month for me. The
Yeah,
Z-Box
that's a
was
cool
winner.
Z-Box.
And the next theme is animation with like South Park stuff in it. So
I mean, I would be more interested in like Pixar animation stuff. I don't think
they are doing Pixar stuff.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. The items are Pixar, South Park, and there was Big Hero 6, they said.
I will sign up for that.
And if you pre-order now, you can get a $5 off the steelbook of Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
But then I still have to pay something for the
Why
Steelbook of Roger Rabbit.
Who wouldn't want that? I pre-ordered it.
Charlie really loves Who Framed
It's
Roger Rabbit.
amazing. So Z-Box, you get I reckon an A. Give it an A.
Hey. Well, I should have mentioned this when we were talking about Covert.
Yeah.
But have you seen the teaser for Spectre?
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're disenchanted with James Bond because
Skyfall was good. I like Skyfall.
Skyfall was awesome, but you're not that excited about the new James Bond film.
Not even slightly.
But I am. Like, nothing really stood out for me in this teaser, but it was it was as good as I expected.
Yeah, I'll go see it, but I mean, so far, Skyfall's the only one of the current James Bond run that I like. The others I didn't.
Yeah,
So-
I didn't watch not
Quantum of Solace.
Quantum of Solace. I didn't see that.
It was boring.
Was it?
Yeah,
I think they've stepped up their game. They've sort of rebooted rebooted this style, haven't they?
Skyfall was cool.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Skyfall. It was a good action flick. I'd go watch it again.
I mean, what I did like is that it seems like the story is very much following on from Skyfall.
It looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah, we'll see.
Christoph Waltz, obviously a legend in his own right.
He's mesmerising. I'd watch him.
There was something else on my list.
Yep.
Lego.
Yeah.
We haven't talked much about Lego.
Okay.
I'm going to move this now because I've got your questions on it. Move my little book. I don't want you to see the answers.
Love Lego. You know I love it.
Yeah, we haven't actually, like, we both are very loving of Lego stuff, but we haven't really talked about it much.
I'll put. Have I ever shown you the Lego I've got?
Yeah, all the unbuilt stuff that's just in your
Boxes of it. I've got everything they did for Harry Potter, bar. I'm missing Diagon Alley. That's the only set I didn't get.
I got Hagrid's hut about 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And I built it and then I couldn't remember where I put it.
A couple of years ago when the 7th film came out, they did like a relaunch of most of it.
Oh, did they?
So I got all of those sets from the newest stuff, and I just missed Diagon Alley, and it's gone. But yeah, I've got that.
Must be on eBay, but
it's expensive.
yeah.
I've got a lot of Lord of the Rings stuff. I've got a couple of Minecraft sets I got for my birthday.
They're the newest ones, aren't they?
Yeah. I also got. I've got some Star Wars stuff. I've got the Millennium Falcon and the X-wing.
Are they built?
No, the Millennium Falcon is.
Oh
it's
yeah,
above
that's
the telly.
above the TV. Yeah.
I've got the DeLorean from Back to the Future. I've got the Ghostbusters set.
So Back to the Future, Ghostbusters are Lego
ideas, or Cuso as it was originally called.
Okay.
And Doctor Who's the next one of the next ones.
Doctor Who's going to be sick, and I also was. This isn't an ideas one, I don't think, but Jurassic World Lego. Yeah. All over that.
I'll wait and see. I'm not. I depends.
I really hope the film's good.
It's the same with the Marvel Lego. Some of it's really cool, but some of it's not.
Do you see my Hulkbuster?
I did. I like it.
He's
I'll
cool.
Get the Hulkbuster.
He wasn't. I mean, that set was I think £30. Comes with a Hulkbuster with Iron Man inside.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm facing away from the mic again. It comes with Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Ultron, but not in his full form. I guess it's like a version
Yeah.
of Ultron. And the Hulk.
Yeah, it's a cool set.
Yeah.
Superhero stuff. I've got a few sets. Some Spider-Man, some Iron Man.
Oh, cool.
A few bits like that. I've got a lot, and maybe I'll dig it all out and post pictures on the blog.
That could be another video we do. Like we could build a set and like do some talking whilst we.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Whilst we build it.
So yeah, Lego, love it. And as new sets come out, I'll give them a little shout out and give them a little review, and we'll do some videos where we look at them and talk about them and stuff.
Yeah, boy.
Sounds cool.
I want to build some. I want some Lego.
I find building Lego very therapeutic.
Me too.
when I'm stressed out, it's I find it relaxing. So
I really want the Simpson house.
So do I, but
It's fucking 200 quid.
170 you can get it
170.
for. But that's still a lot. The Minecraft sets are expensive for what you get. There's not loads in them. I actually preferred the Ideas micro set they did.
Yeah.
But I like the new ones too.
Yeah.
So Lego, awesome. If you've if you want to talk about Lego, email us.
I think we'll do that. Could even be another bonus episode where we talk about Lego. I think we
definitely.
It needs to. We've talked about film a lot, TV, video games, tabletop games. Lego is like the other part of our interest, our geekiness, if you like. So we should talk more about that in future, in depth.
I like it.
Did you have? I mean, you've got probably your standard Educating Alex stuff for after.
I have.
Have you got anything before that?
No, not really. I was just going to go with the flow this episode. So, no, if you want to ask me questions or I can educate you, what do you want to do?
Well, I've got some questions for you, but it was your birthday last week.
It was.
So, happy birthday.
Thank you.
For last week. I gave you, actually, if you listen to our
Magic the Gathering.
Not Minecraft, Magic the Gathering episode, I gave Steve a present. It was a personalised magic card.
It was. I like it. It's Stephen, Chief of the White. I like it. Legendary creature podcaster. Haste with Stephen wags beard, causing all non-bearded creatures to wish they had beardy beards.
Beardy beards, not beady beards.
And a white and a black to destroy target creature by recounting a story of my old mum. And it's a 2 and 8, which is 2 power, 8 toughness, which is my birthday, 28. And on the bottom it says happy 28th birthday.
There you go.
It was really thoughtful. It's really nice.
I love you, man.
Yeah, it's a good birthday present.
Do you want to be a fucking nerd?
Yeah, go on.
We should do like a Steve is a fucking nerd intro. Maybe I'll ask my good friend Alex Blackstuff.
That would be cool.
He did our wonderful intro and outro music.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Stop looking at my notebook.
I'm not.
You are. I saw your beady eyes. Your beardy eyes. Right. Steve is a fucking nerd is a feature we do where I test Steve's geekness. Steve is a bigger geek than me. He knows more stuff than me about pop culture, and I don't think there are many subjects in which I know more than Steve. And that's not just me like trying to suck your balls. I think that you can retain information better than me.
I'm interested in a lot of different things, I would imagine. Go on, hit me with it. 5 questions. I've got to see how I can do.
Now, don't be disheartened if you don't get some of them, but I wouldn't be surprised if you got all of them.
Go on then.
Number 1. If Steve's a fucking nerd. Question number 1. In what country is the Lego headquarters? As in, what country did Lego originate?
Swedish, isn't it?
Close.
Go on.
Denmark.
I should know that.
And if you bear with me, stall them. Say something.
Okay. Do. La 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 la.
We're back now. I had to get my phone. I've got some information on that, which I basically, when I look at the questions, I don't know the answers to these. I just find I know the answers because I got them written down.
Yeah.
So I had to look it up. But the actual town rather, that the Lego HQ in Denmark is based is... It's called Billund, Billund. I don't know if it's called Billund or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a small town in Jutland, Denmark. Most notable as the home of the Lego Group head office. A typical company town, it is also known for its theme park Legoland and for Billund Airport, which is the second largest airport in Denmark.
Oh.
But what interested me is this. The airport opened in 1964 and was built by Lego Group, but now run independently.
Oh.
So, like the Lego, I guess...
Was it made of Lego?
Well, that's what I was thinking. How cool would that be if they just made a whole airport out of Lego?
Do you... what does it stand for as well? Isn't it like construction toy or something? Isn't that what Lego is in that language?
Well, I don't know, actually. Let's find out. I'll do it on my phone. You have to store... Well, you don't have to store them because I'm right here, so I'll just talk when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Origin of Lego. Origin of Legolas came up. It's like, I don't know, he was born. That's it. The name Lego is an abbreviation of the 2 Danish words leg godt, meaning play well.
Play well, that's it.
That's really cool. I didn't know that. It's our name and it's our ideal. I guess that's a quote
cool.
by the Lego Group.
What's your next question?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's
See,
good,
there's
isn't
so
it?
much
Lego.
interesting history. My next question. What was Stephen King's first published novel?
Carrie.
Yes, Carrie, you're right. And I think it was
Do
1974.
you know he threw that in the bin?
Really?
And his wife fished it out and sent it off on his behalf.
No way.
Because he thought it wasn't good enough.
Really?
True story.
Wow.
Mm.
And like, it's now one of his most famous.
It is a good book. I've bought some of his early ones on my Kindle. I'm reading them in order again.
Are you?
When I was a kid, I used to have a checklist taped to my cupboard, like my wardrobe, that had his books in order, and I used to cross them out as I read them.
Oh, that's really cool.
Carrie, great book, and I really liked the recent remake of the film.
I did as well with Chloe Grace Moretz, who is really sexy, and I'm allowed to say that now.
She's legal. If there's grass on the pitch.
Like, I think she's always, it's not weird to say that she was beautiful even when she was in Kick-Ass when she was very young.
I remember you saying to me when she was 14, Steve, if there's grass on the wicket, play cricket.
I did not say anything of that vulgar caliber. But I mean, she, in a fucking platonic way, she's always been a pretty girl. But now she's kind of found a sexuality. I fucking sound like a weird uncle, and I'm just trying to be complimentary.
Moving swiftly
on. What was Mario's name before it was Mario? Jumpman, you are correct. And he was, I think, in Donkey Kong.
He was the villain in Donkey Kong.
Do you know why it's called Donkey Kong?
Why?
I couldn't validate this fact, but I heard it, and I think. Did you ever watch that documentary King of Kong?
No.
It's worth watching. It's very cool. It's about these people who play Donkey Kong professionally and for a living. And apparently, is that where I heard it? It must have been. It was a typo in the translation. It was meant to be Monkey Kong.
I think I've heard that. Yeah.
It sounds right.
Yeah, I think.
But it became Donkey Kong.
That's cool.
And actually, it stuck. So
that's cool. I like that.
But that was just a little bit of bonus information for you. Okay, number 4 is a music question.
Ooh.
We're both fans of Blink-182, or at least were back in the heyday. I'd say still, to be honest.
I like it.
And Tom DeLonge is gone, and they've got Matt Skibber from Alkaline Trio doing a tour with them.
Don't know if that's permanent yet.
No, I would love to listen to him singing on an album with them, though.
I've watched the YouTube videos. I think he's all boring.
Do you? Oh, of them live?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't sound.
I mean, they're not
good.
a great live band anyway, but
No.
he's not. He doesn't. I know a lot of people don't like Tom because he can't sing, is what they say. But Tom has a very distinct voice.
He's very unique as well.
You hear stuff and you go, "That's Blink-182 or that's Angels and Airwaves."
And he must have done that on purpose.
Matt is a very generic fill-in, I think. And also, some of the videos I thought he's trying too hard to replicate Tom's singing style.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I'm just biased because Tom DeLonge's my hero. He's not my hero, but I like him.
See, I feel that way about Travis Barker.
Which
is why what this next question is.
Go on.
So Travis Barker drums for Blink-182 among many other bands.
Yep.
What is the name of his first solo album that came out 2 years ago?
Is it Can a Drummer Get Some?
Close. That is actually the name of one of the tracks. It's Give the Drummer Some.
Give the Drummer Some.
So yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you got that right.
It's a good album as well.
It's awesome. It's so cool.
I'm into rap, and the song. What's the name of the song? There's a song that I listen to on repeat quite a bit, and I really really like it. But the name's slipping me here. I'm going to find it.
Who's in it? Because it's like collaborations with lots of other.
Forgotten who's in it, but it's a really cool song.
It's a great album. Give the Drummer Some. Travis Barker. Check it out.
Yeah, it is a good album.
You ready for question 5? Or are you going to Are you looking for the name?
Let me see if I can find it. I'm
Okay.
sure I've got it on my thing. Travis Barker. You're not a fan of Angels and Airwaves, though, are you?
I like them. I just don't think they're as special as they think they are.
See, I agree to a certain extent, but the first album came out at a very hard time in my life, and it has some resonance with me as just a movie.
That is absolutely what they're about.
Yeah.
I don't think musically they're anything special, but then you don't listen. Every piece of music you listen to, you're not like, well, that's not very complex. I shan't be listening to that again.
Yeah.
You listen to it because of how it makes you feel.
Yeah.
And that made you feel good at a time when you were feeling bad. So that is completely legitimate appreciation of a band. That's what bands are for.
It's called Let's Go.
Let's
It's
Go.
a really fast
yeah.
one. I love it. But we'll talk about that sometime, I'm sure. But
we will. Question 5 is my favourite, and I saved it to last.
Go on.
What is the name? Well, it's a two-parter. The first one's easy to sort of
Okay.
introduce you to the question.
Okay.
What is the name of Hellboy's high-functioning fishy friend?
Abe Sapien.
Abe Sapien.
Voiced in the first movie.
Whoa, that's the second question.
Go on.
So, name the two actors that played him.
I can't name you the second, but the first is David Hyde Pierce.
Well, David Hyde Pierce voiced him in the first one.
Yeah.
And the guy who played him in both is called Doug Jones.
That's it, and he voiced him in the second one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something which I learned.
Yeah.
David Hyde Pierce isn't credited in the first one.
He didn't want to do it.
Well, no, but this is what it says on the IMDb. He refused to be credited for it out of respect for Doug Jones's performance.
Exactly, yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah, it's really good. It was really good of him. David Hyde Pierce seems like a stand-up kind of a guy.
Yeah.
Well, I did pretty well on those ones,
You
but
did.
there were some good questions.
You got 1, 2, 3. Wait. Pretty much 4. Like the Travis Barker one, you got it basically right because you named the song rather than the album. But yeah.
It's good. I like that.
4.
Some good questions.
4 out of 5.
It's not bad.
You're getting better.
Thank you.
I need a wee again.
Do you want to pause it?
Well, I actually think you should just talk.
We're not
gonna
wee. Whilst you wee?
Yeah.
Go on, go for a wee.
Okay. And I won't know what you're saying.
Nope.
But I'm going to wee with the door open so I can hear.
Alex is just running for a wee. I'm going to have a quick sip of my beverage. It's probably a good time to tell you how much I love Hellboy, actually. As it was the last question, I think it's one of the best comic books ever. Like, Mike Mignola is one of my favourite artists. I want a piece of his original art because it's beautiful. Mike, if you're listening and you can sort me out, much appreciated. I'd be in your debt. And I've recently I've read them all before, but I've been picking up the Hellboy library editions, and they're so stunningly presented. The paper stock is beautiful. So if you like it, check it out. Here he is.
What did you say?
I was talking about Hellboy and how good a comic book it is, and asking the creator if he wants to send me some original art. That would be good.
In case he's one of our veteran listeners.
Yeah. Do you want to? Shall we end it now? Do you want to learn some stuff?
I'd like to learn some stuff if you're okay to carry on. We may
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
what I mean. Shall I do this to end it?
Oh,
to
right,
close out
yeah,
the episode?
yeah. I mean, part of me wants to talk about my idea for. Do you remember my help? No, actually, no. I'm keeping that. It's an idea I have for Hellboy, but I'm not sharing it with the world.
Have I heard it?
I've told you. I've suggested it to you.
Okay.
We'll talk about
you
it
have.
after.
Yeah, maybe keep that in your head.
It's good. It's good.
Now, a bit of context to this, because it requires some. In the week, I had a good birthday, but a good birthday can only be made better by the day after your birthday, Fox announcing that The X-Files is coming back to TV.
Yeah, boy. That's cool.
6-episode miniseries.
Why?
Why?
Why a miniseries?
It's a
Because
good
Heroes are doing that
It's
as
a
well.
good format to bring it back in. Look at how 24 came back for a limited series.
Oh,
It's a way to test the waters as well, because you imagine 6 episodes and it does well, then that could lead the way to more 6-part hour-long episode things.
Oh, okay.
I think it's rather than going, right, we're going to make 22 episodes and investing the budget in it, they go 6 high-quality episodes, no filler.
Yeah.
Because one of the X-Files problems was consistency with the alien story. There was never a clear end. Even the ending wasn't really that good. So I think it's good. So I'm going to say some things about the X-Files.
Cool.
If you may know some of them, you may not know some of them.
Yes.
The X-Files was created by Chris Carter. It ran from September the 10th, 1993 to May the 19th, 2002. That's 9 seasons, 202 episodes, and 2 movies. 1 movie aired between Series 5 and 6. Series 5 originally meant to be the end of the whole series, and it was meant to continue as movies. So
Oh, wow.
a series of movies as opposed to more. It
Okay.
came back for Series 6 and 7. Again,
Why?
Why?
Why didn't it stick to movies?
I don't know that the movie did too well.
Is it good?
I like it, but it tried to be accessible to people who hadn't been watching the show whilst keeping the show watchers involved. It's a difficult balance.
That's what they tried to do with Serenity.
Yeah, and yeah, it's a difficult balance. The first X-Files movie came out when I was young, and it was a 15, and I cried because I couldn't go see it in the cinema.
Oh, you always cry. All your childhood stories are like, and I cried.
Yeah. Here's a thing. A couple of things. It is illegal to make a fake FBI badge. So on the badges in the show, it actually says Federal Bureau of Justice, U.S. Department of Investigation, because it can't say Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Oh,
it's
wow.
illegal. Gillian Anderson based Scully partly on Jodie Foster in Silence of the Lambs,
Oh,
but
cool.
she was unable to play Clarice in the sequel Hannibal because she was contractually obliged by the X-Files not to play FBI agents in other stuff.
Oh, right.
Yep.
That's interesting. What's her name?
Gillian Anderson.
Gillian Anderson.
They were also going to recast her at the end of season 1 because she got pregnant. No, season 2. No, it was season 1, I'm sure. They were going to recast her, but because she got pregnant. She also spent most of the series on a box because she is 10 inches shorter than David Duchovny.
Really?
So
is David Duchovny very tall, or is
No, he is very tall, yeah.
Okay.
She's just over 5 foot, I think, so...
Is he still a hand model like in Zoolander? That was the best.
That's amazing.
Remember when he's like, but why male models? Are you serious? I've just explained that whole thing.
Yeah, so she spent most of it on a box, like when they were filming, to get perspective. The theme was created when Mark Snow leant on a keyboard with the echo function turned on and liked
By
the
accident?
Sound. Yeah.
What? He just leant and was like, that's
It
it.
sounded good, yeah.
The one that's like...
That's it. Iconic, I'd say. Scully is named after the famed sportscaster Vin Scully, and Mulder is Chris Carter's mother's maiden name.
Really?
Yep.
Where did the name Fox come from then?
I'm not there. I
Or
don't
is that
have
just
that
like
information. I guess it's just.
I
a
would
general
love
thing.
to... if I have a little kid, like a little boy, it'd be cool to name him Fox.
Someone I knew when I was in Wales had a dog and a cat. Had 2 dogs called Mulder and Scully. A boy and a girl called Mulder
That's
and Scully.
wicked. Is it Dana Scully, isn't it?
Dana Scully, yeah. Here's the thing. For those that don't know, Breaking Bad was created by Vince Gilligan, who was a staff writer for the X-Files.
Wow.
He came across Bryan Cranston when he worked with him on an episode of the show called Drive. And the
episode of X-Files?
Yeah. And
Bryan Cranston was
the
on
lead.
it?
And that's how they came across each other.
Wow.
Dean Norris and Aaron Paul are also in episodes across the series.
Of the X-Files?
Yeah.
Aaron Paul must have been like
He's
1
young.
year
He's
old.
like a game show host in one of the later episodes.
Really?
Uh,
Wait, but hang on. He must be only in his late 20s. Aaron Paul.
The X-Files ended in 2002. That's only 13 years ago. So he's probably in his 30s.
Yeah.
He
Okay, so
is
he
in
must
it.
have been in his late teens.
Also, you've got Jack Black's in an early episode.
No way.
Seth Green's in an early episode. Yeah, Jack Black's in
I remember I watched season 1 of the X-Files and I got hooked.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I didn't carry on, actually.
It's my favourite. So, yeah, Vince Gilligan created that. There's a few links. The cigarette brand that the cigarette smoking man smokes, Morley's, is in Breaking Bad.
Oh, no way.
In the background, you can see 10:13 on some clocks at points. That is
X-Files.
in Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
That's the production company that made the X-Files, and it's also Chris Carter's birthday, 13th of October. That's his
Cool.
production company. The X-Files was named the 4th best cult TV show of the last 25 years by Entertainment Weekly, and TV Guide named it their 2nd top cult show ever. So it came 2nd.
What was first?
I can't remember, and I don't care.
No,
The
X-Files.
X-Files is
Yeah.
my number 1. It's my number
You
1.
were mad in love with this.
And also in Arabic, mod is called Omar Shamshim.
Fuck you! Not. I thought you were going to legitimately tell me a name that.
The X-Files has also recently been continued by IDW in a comic book called Season 10.
Ooh.
IDW and Dark Horse do a lot of continuations. Dark Horse do Buffy Season 8 and 9. Angel continuation After the Fall. And yeah, the Season 10 comic is
Dark
almost...
Horse Comics.
Dark Horse, yeah. The guys
Did
that
they do Hellboy? Yeah.
It's like a soft reboot of the X-Files. So they're working back at the FBI. They haven't disregarded what came in the past, but they've put them back on these like Monster of the Week feeling, where like it was a done in one episode. There's a little bit of alien stuff, but it's mostly sort of done in one.
Yeah.
And I get the feeling that they should do that for the reboot, that should be the way they go. They should well, it's not a reboot, but they should do a soft reboot. So reintroduce the characters working at the FBI. Don't forget what's happened in the past, but come out with some new stories.
Okay, so do you think they wouldn't carry on like it from where they left off?
Well, the second movie was a Monster of the Week theme. So there isn't, the continuation would be the alien invasion, which is kind of what the series was based around.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that one day that shouldn't happen, but these 6 episodes should, if they plan to do more after these 6, if they're popular, these 6 episodes should be very consistent, no filler, but they should be, I think they should be back to like the classic Monster of the Week style storytelling. You know, it spend a lot of time on the Mulder and Scully dynamic.
Now, do you think Mulder and Scully are going to be in this miniseries for the long haul, or do you think it will be like a soft introduction to maybe some new characters? Because although I don't think that's a good idea, I wouldn't be surprised if the network running it would want people to go, right, here's the familiar, we're going to introduce you to the unfamiliar slowly with younger actors. I don't think
they'll do it. I think it'll be Mulder and Scully.
They're not that old either, are they? No. They're like in their 50s.
Yeah, not even that, I don't think. Gillian Anderson was only recently 50, wasn't she?
Well, I mean, they're young enough to still play the roles.
Well, David Duchovny pulled off a alcoholic sex addict in, what's it called, Californication.
Oh, yeah.
So, and Gillian Anderson's just beautiful no matter how old she is. So.
If you're listening, let's get her on the show, Steve.
Yeah. She is and always has been my celebrity crush.
Really?
She's always top
You
of the
fucking
list.
said it was Ryan Gosling last week.
No, but in terms of like, she's 46. So
oh, okay, easy.
And she gets better with age. Like
easy.
A fine
What does
wine.
that mean?
I remember I was with my last girlfriend, and she'd just broken up with her husband, Gillian Anderson.
Fuck, I thought you meant your last girlfriend.
No, we were in London, and I found out, and she lives in London, and I turned around and was like, right, well, you can go entertain yourself because I'm going to go find Jay Anderson, and you know.
That's so why aren't you still together?
She didn't take the joke very well. Like,
no.
Ali would find that joke funny, but she was like, fuck off.
Oh.
And then she cried and I punched her. No, it didn't happen.
Did she cry though?
Probably.
I mean, you're crying now, so.
Yeah. And I'm using the tears as lubricant to slowly masturbate underneath the table.
I think that's a good point to end on.
Yeah, probably.
Thank you for listening again.
Thanks for listening.
That was good education. Like, I don't know much about the X-Files, so that was nice.
It was just a few facts. I'll pick something else for next time.
The Alex Files.
The Alex Files.
My name's Alex.
Hey-oh. Do you know what? You're good at jokes.
That's the first and only time you'll ever say that to me. I'm going to cut that voice clip and maybe just attach it as an audio file with my CV.
You can listen to it when you're really down.
Yeah.
Like,
you're good at jokes.
Yeah. Just you're like listen to it smiling. Charlie's like, what you listen to? The only bit of positivity that Steve's ever given me.
The only thing that matters in my life, Charlie. Shut up. And then I put the headphones back on and she's just crying next to me.
Thank you for listening.
On that upbeat, happy note.
Please email us, beardwags@gmail.com.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Questions.
Again. We've answered about favourite games and stuff, which is cool. Thank you. They were awesome questions. I enjoyed answering them. What I want to do is do a kind of agony aunt thing where we can help you guys with problems you have.
Email us a problem. And let's say that the one that we can't do loads because that would fill up a whole episode, but we'll pick one, and if it's a good one, we'll send you a prize.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to give out prizes. We've offered some prizes that people have been interested in. We're going to offer some more, so stay tuned. We'll be tweeting about.
Just
what
keep
we're gonna
tweeting
offer.
and emailing us. We love it. We like reading your emails. They make us happy. So please do.
Happy everywhere.
All right.
Love you.
Goodbye.
But you didn't say it back.
Oh, you sent it to me. I thought you were the listeners.
Well, I was, but
well, I'm not going to say it back then.
We're just going to have to end.
Just stop it.
Okay.
All right.
Bye bye.